Alright everybody, let's get into it. Hello everyone, it's me, Mr. 79 here on this glorious evening of January 17, 2017. And we have a nice massive level PvZ to start your day off. In the bottom right hand corner of the screen, representing our purple Protoss player. My favorite color for Protoss, it is copa! Oh boy, that didn't work out in my head at all. Going for that low ground pylon, very nice. And in the that is so difficult to read. In the bottom left hand corner of the screen, representing our red Zerg player, you gotta trust me on this one, it is MasterNoodle. As you can see over there, the name tag is under the drone. You can't really see it with this kind of color on this kind of interface, but I guess you can kind of see it right there, maybe. Anyways, let's get into the game. Copa going for that gateway down on the low ground, and probably gonna throw down in a simulator to follow that up. Copa, very late assimilator, not the best play from Copa, but you know what, it's not a huge deal. MasterNoodle gonna go for that low ground hatchery first. Let's see that transformation. Blorg, says the Zerg as he gets that hatchery down. Probably gonna be followed up by a gas in the pool anytime here. Or he seems to be banking a little bit of mineral, so let's see. Okay, yeah, gas, and then spawning pool should come shortly thereafter. And gonna throw down his own nexus is copa, it seems. Yeah, it seems 400 minerals. Let's see the probe do it. Very nice. Gonna throw down a 7x core to help complete this wall off, because pesky zerglings in your base is the last thing you ever want to worry about as a Protoss player. There's that spawn pool from MasterNoodle, and the game seems to be going in a pretty normal path so far. Oh man, I tell you, today on ladder has been absolutely brutal. You know, one of those days where you play for like 4 or 5 hours and at the end of it all you've lost 200 MMR. And you just kind of lay in your bed and just think, oh god, I wish I just didn't play today at all. Spend that 4 to 5 hours doing something productive, like watching the WESG or something. Oh boy, it's been one of those days, but you know what, casting is going to help you blow off that steam, and I hope if you're having a bad ladder day, I help you blow off some of your steam as well. Just shout at the computer all you want, I will take it, let that anger out. Ooh, quite some profanities, alright. Alright, probe here, gonna complete this wall. Let's see what comes after the cybercore. That's where all the interesting stuff happens. Not gonna throw it down just yet. Copa he doesn't have the gas for it. Gonna return the minerals to the nexus, and then gonna go back down just to throw down that tech. I am guessing Twilight Council, right? I mean, yeah, Twilight Council, because DT drops have always been very, very popular. There it is, Twilight Council. Maybe we're gonna see DT drop, but we have seen a resurgence of resonating glaives in the pro scene, so that could also be it. One more adept on the way. One adept shaving his way over down to the Zerg Nemesis. Still no third base from our what color is that? From our hot pink Zerg player, which concerns me. He's okay, he's getting Nubitas Carapace, but that's definitely not something to delay our third for. Adept's gonna see the no third, but no aggression plan behind this. Ooh, beautiful snoot thing. Okay, so I'll talk about that later, but right now I'm really concerned about MasterNoodle not having a third base, especially at the 3 minute mark, and especially with no aggression planned on the way. There we go, finally sending down a drone to go ahead. Yep, gonna get blocked and actually sniped by that adept. We don't need to see that gore. Ooh, actually may not be as much of a murder as we thought. Oh, never mind. Alright, let's see what's happening over on in Protoss land. Ooh, actually glaives on the way, so I was right, because I guessed everything that it possibly could have been is going to be a glaives opening. However, we need to see these additional gateways from Copa really soon. Alright, there's one gateway, and there's a second gateway, there's a third gateway for some god-awful reason. Really weird, because with this resonating glaives, you generally get the 2 gateways much quicker, and you continuously chrono boost adepts out of this, but it looks like it's going to be defensive, and a dark shrine on the way. Where is that bad boy? Okay. All bets have gone out the window for Copa. I'm just going to leave him alone. I would not want to mess with that guy. He's getting glaives and a dark shrine. How scary. 3 things building at once. Evolution chamber finished up. Baneling Nest going to finish up pretty soon as well as a Roach Warren. Alrighty. Doesn't seem too bad. This is music I haven't heard before. Is this Brood War music? If you know what kind of music this is, let me know down in the comments below, and you will get some swag box or some other form of virtual currency. Let's see. Copa gonna go ahead and overload speed is finished up. So did he see the dark shrine? Let's see. Yeah, Copa has seen everything he needed to see, the dark shrine and the additional gateways. So. Or MasterNoodle rather, and it seems to be pretty good for him getting 2 Dropper Lords now. Ooh, a very good unit indeed. Definitely gonna plan on some Ning drops, which is really hard to defend, but these pylons in the main base should aid in the defense a little bit. What Forge and a Robo going down. Still no third base insight from Copa. Kind of weird considering his build, but that is a-okay. Gonna finally move out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Resonating Blades Adepts. And let's see what's on the defense for our friend MasterNoodle. He has some Zerglings and some Banelings on the way. Alright, but they're morphed on the other side of the map. Oh boy, these players are planning to kill the absolute crap out of each other. I think the Baneling drops might... If he's paying attention, it shouldn't get more than, what, 4-ish probes, maybe? And meanwhile, Copa has no defense back at home. These Lings definitely are not enough to take on these Resonating Blade Adepts if they split themselves up really well. Or it actually may just be enough, and I'm being a huge liar. Let's keep an eye on that bad boy. Shading on to the third base, confirming its existence, and not going to protect it at all is MasterNoodle. Remember, ooh, not microing very well. Alright, there we go, much better. Copa targeting down the Spore Crawl, which I guess is technically a drone kill, but he didn't shade in the meantime, but good positioning on the mineral line. Still needs to shade out of there, he can't fight this army head on forever. And actually, takes out a decent amount of Zerglings because his attention was on the Baneling drops. Oh, no! Lots of a death, I bet. Yeah, 18 workers killed. Oh, that's brutal from our friend MasterNoodle, and oh boy, Copa letting the noodle get to him. Not a good sign at all. 37 of 37 total workers, so he did commit a decent amount into this aggression, and his third base is a little late, so I guess it's sort of even. I mean, Zerg needs to make a huge round of drones ASAP, because 40 to 39 workers definitely not where you want to be. 3 bases to 3 bases, definitely unsavory at best. And let's see, are there any Dark Templar out on the field just yet? Yes, 1 Dark Templar, and let's see where that bad boy is. Right there. Well played. Don't you quit on... No! Copa! I want to catch the full game, damn it. Don't you quit on me. You have a Dark Templar. You have a dream. You have an equal worker count, kind of. This is far from over. I would say, like, no one's even in the lead at the moment. Don't let this one link kill. Okay, he just said well played. I guess I was just middle of the game kind of thing. 1 overcharge, definitely gonna take that 1 link out. Alright, I guess he just did like the well play because he thought he did a good play, which... I don't know if we're this must be White Draw in disguise. Such good manners from our Purple Protoss player. However, you don't need that many manners while playing Starcraft. Believe me, no one will think you're rude if you don't type in well played after a good play. In fact, I've known some people who get really angry if you type anything at all during the game, even if you're just trying to be nice. Yeah, I'm looking at you, David underscore Kim underscore H8R. I know what you're all about. Man, that guy was a jerk. Let's see. 2 hatchers on the way at the same time. 1 for macro. You don't really need macro hatches versus Protoss. You can just throw it down over here because Protoss generally doesn't pressure you around everywhere. And taking a base that's very far away, so really unorthodox base placement from our friend MasterNoodle. I would prefer to see one either here or here. Definitely here before here, though. Definitely here before here. This is just so far away. And let's see what kind of tech Copa is going for. Did he research charge on these zealots? Let me find a zealot. Well, he doesn't have any zealots, so I'm assuming none. I guess it's just going to be Glaives, Immortal, and Archon, which not as good as Immortal Charge at Archon. Interestingly enough, they can't split as well, and you lose the gas, so you can't build as many Archons. And actually, gonna seem to look to push out here as soon as these 4 gates finish up. I don't believe there's any. Ooh, okay. I don't believe there's any War Prism out on the map. Yep, Zilch Arena, so it's gonna be hard to reinforce. Probably just gonna poke out this Copa as soon as these 6 more gateways finish up. Oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah! Oh, we saw something interesting in the meantime. Wait, what? What? Okay, now attacking other Zerglings. Okay. What? Come on, MasterNoodle, you're not... You could have done better, and no warping to prevent the Lings on the main base. Alright, trying to be annoying with his Lings is MasterNoodle. Probably going to do a good job of it. Trying to warp in the defensive adepts, should be able to clean this out. I feel like he could have gotten so many more probes instead of rallying behind here. Yeah, that was a little bit weird from our friend MasterNoodle. Probably occupied on other things, like getting roaches, getting Lings, getting Banes, getting Spines, getting Ravagers, morphing in Overlord. Lord, says the Overlord. Copa. Let's see what units you have. 3 Archons morphed and 6. Actually, not that many units. 4 Immortals, 3 Archons, 6 Adepts, 2 more morphing and on in. And actually a pretty strong force. Bringing the Mom Ship Corps along because he really wants to be able to get out of dodge if he so has to. But still an open door over here, no defense over here. 1 lonely Templar left behind and no War Prism to reinforce this attack. I don't have really high hopes for our friend Copa, but we're gonna have to see how this worked out for him. But moving on in now is MasterNoodle, Copa. And, ooh, nice Ravager Link Bank composition. I doubt this Protoss army is going to survive for very long, setting up a great flank, actually. And Copa just gonna rotate around to this 4th base location. MasterNoodle seeing the rotation, and gonna respond with his own rotation. Gonna split up with some Ravagers, yes, to get that good flank. Ooh, I can't wait to see how our Protoss reacts to this. He has them on my ship core, so all is probably not lost. Banning, rolling on in, going in the middle, gonna get some juicy connections. No recall yet, he needs to recall right now, right now. No! Copa, get out of dodge! It's very much so dodge. Oh, only getting those two Immortals. Gonna lose these 3 Archons and 2 Adepts. 4 absolutely freezies. Should've just suicided them in the mineral line, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. And oh boy, let's see. 3 Immortals left after that attack. Definitely painful to lose that Archon base. Having to start over at 0. Especially when you have Storm on the way is just absolutely brutal. Every Archon counts when you have Storm. Ooh, Spider almost finishing up for MasterNoodle now, and he can actually afford a decent amount of Mutilis unless he spends all his money. And his yeah, 4 Mutilis. Alright, so he can make a couple of Mutilis just to be annoying, and I think that's going to be a perfect addition to MasterNoodle's game. No anti-air at all in this, on this base, or on this base, and this Nexus is going to get focused down. Can the Lynx kill it? Probably not. Yep, running for the lives of all the Lynx. Nexus survives with only its shields lost and a little bit of hull damage. 5 Corruptors on the way. Do you have a hive? Yeah. Couple things about the Corruptors. Unless you have a Greater Spire, probably not going to do anything. Generally, you want to morph the hive, and then morph the Greater Spire, and then get the Corruptors. Right now, these could have been Mutalisks that would have done in fatty amounts of work. I mean, right now they're just kind of dead supply, so a little bit of a blunder there from MasterNoodle, but that is a-okay. Still probably going to do a lot of damage, still in a very good position this game. Could definitely take a 5th base if you wanted to, and yes, there you are, 5th base, 7/8 of the way finished, and still leaving the door open. MasterNoodle, I know the F2A key is so tempting, but you just can't do it. It's just not a wise move. Look, it's dragging your whole army back. What are you going to do? You have nothing in here. Lings are going to ravage your main base. 4 Adepts are not going to save the day. And actually, if they don't get focused down, they may just save the day. Forge goes down. Anyways, 5 Corruptors almost finishing up. Maybe he's going to use us for Caustic Spray. Ooh, I can't wait to see more special tactics coming out for MasterNoodle. It's just going to sit around there, all the Corruptors with their pink, bulgy brain thingies. Kind of look like bubblegum, don't they? Crap, now I want to chew a Corruptor head, don't I? Oh well, I'm going to dream tonight anyway, so, you know, fingers crossed. Just pinking his Corruptors over here for some god-awful reason. And huge Link counterattack in the natural base in the meantime, not macroing his Lings very well, not going to get too many probes, but still they're going down. 27 total workers killed from MasterNoodle this game. But ooh, getting flanked is MasterNoodle. Good dodge on the storms. Ravagers probably going to have to run for their lives. Getting a couple with those force fields, not force fields, for our friend Copa. And yep, gonna try and... He has a lot of Corruptors right now. I fear for his ground army. If he were to push out right now, Copa, I doubt that our friend MasterNoodle could hold on, because right now he has a lot of his army invested into dead weight, and he has an army deficit actually, 96 and 117. Oh boy, I really fear for MasterNoodle if Copa decides to move out. Ooh, shouldn't have jinxed it. Greater Spire on the way. Ooh, this is actually a very interesting spot. If he can morph in a couple of Broodlords, this army is absolute garbage trash unless he does a full Nurtio and just, you know, puts his Corruptors on the front and then morph the Broodlords, and then the Storms kill the Broodlords. Anyone else see that game? It was the WESG. It was Nurtio versus Showtime or Neeb or someone, and it was 2-2. And you wouldn't believe this, like his Broodlords, he had like 4 or 5, and like this was their exact Protoss army, right? And all this Protoss player did, I think it was Showtime, he just stormed the Broodlords because they were like right up here. And then the Archons killed like 5 of them, and then like, it was a total throw, and it was crazy. If you haven't seen that game, oh sure, I should have said spoilers. You know what? It happened quite a while ago. I am not too concerned. I actually think Nurtio won after that, but I'm not certain. It was still pretty much a blunder anyways. Alright, good evacuation of the probes. Not getting too much done with those. Oh well. Did I spoil the WESG for somebody? I am so sorry. If I spoil the WESG for you, let me know, and I will send you my pity, my sorrow. Oh boy, but it's only one game, and you know what? It's actually a really good back and forth game. Oh, I feel scummy right now. But let's see, these Broodlords in the front. PTSD! And is it gonna storm down the Broodlords? No, getting out of Disruptor Nova, and nice storm on the Banelings. Kind of missing one right there. Has to recall the crap out of his units. He has it selected. Yes, there goes the recall. There goes the Disruptor. gonna get the crap murdered out of it by these lings. Broodlings skirting on my run disruptor. Huh. Prolonged exposure to the center of the disruptor can cause disruption. That's right, disruption. Let's see, greatest fire +1 research on +1 missile attack on the way, and no Tempest insight. I don't know how he's gonna deal with these Broodlords, but again, Storms and Archons can do funny things to Broodlords out of position. In fact, I almost... Oh! Okay, Zealous taking out that top right corner base. Huge deal over there. And Overseer is gonna save this. Hatchery gonna pick up those. Dark Templar is. MasterNoodle, and MasterNoodle has to stop making his way across the map ASAP. Alright, here's what you gotta do. These stalkers have blink. Alright, that's alright, but this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 or so broodlings. No! No! Run away, broodlings! Run away, broodlings! Oh, crap, did you see? Oh, he has the up there voice commander, that's fine. But no! Okay, alright, folks. This is not a good thing. Zerg players beware. Oh, he's gonna throw the game! Look at that! Oh, he doesn't know there's no army. Okay, he's going down now. And Ravager and Link support coming in to defend. Oh boy, he almost... Oh, you really dodged a bullet there, MasterNoodle. You really dodged a bullet there. Broodlings exploding their love all over the Protoss army. Not much Copa can do at this point. He'll play it valiantly though. And I think this is going to be it. Nice Storm actually hitting a decent amount of those Broodlords. Blinking forward are the Lings. Or other Starks, so the Lings and Banes and Ravagers gonna absolutely obliterate this army. Crucible is putting in a lot of good work. Storm not hitting too much of anything and forced to back off with his Adepts, with his Archons. In shame. Zerg now overwhelming the Protoss army. Let's get a cinematic shot because I think this is the end, folks. It is 152 to 135 total supply, and none of this supply hits the air except for the solid Stalker base and Archon count. So, not over yet, I guess. Some more charges need to be popped right away. I guess not. Blinking under the Broodlords is Copa finally gonna take out one, but then loses his focus. Broodling's taking out a huge portion of his army, getting a Ravager or so with his Disruptor, but that's soon gonna go down. And this pitiful camaraderie of... Camaraderie? No. What's the word I'm thinking of? Ah, whatever. It doesn't matter because Copa is getting the crap caved out of him. I said this multiple times this game, but that's because it is true. Broodlings are raining fire down from above, and there's nothing Copa can do about it. There's actually not too much of a ground army, so if there were ever a time to strike, it would be now. If all these pink stalkers were under these Broodlords, actually, I see him winning this game. Did I speak too soon? I spoke too soon. He's gonna see these Broodlords. He's gonna see that they're exposed. He's gonna move forward a bit, or he's just gonna run away. Alright, MasterNoodle running away with his Broodlords between his legs. Killing a decent amount of probes, transferring over 66 to 40 total workers killed. 52 to 10 workers killed, actually, and blinking under it. Alright, Broodlord's very much out of position. Gonna lose 1, gonna lose 2, gonna lose 3, gonna lose maybe 4? Yes, gonna lose 4. Actually, gonna lose 5. If he's careful, he may just lose all these Broodlords. Only 1 remains in the sky. Not transport at all for these Broodlords, and did all of them just die? Oh boy. Protoss is a good unit, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that just happened. There was just nothing on the ground to support those Broodlords, I suppose. And actually not many injects on these hatcheries. Can't spend his money very well. He's MasterNoodle, 6 more Corruptors on the way. But I feel the counterattack may be a bit too much. Solid Pink Stalker base, good amount of Immortals, good amount of Adepts. And what does he have on the ground? Some Lings? Ooh, actually a lot of Lings. Okay, a lot of Lings definitely cleans up this army, so I shouldn't be worried. And some Hydras too. Actually, no Banelings at all. And there's Adepts in the mix. Oh, I have no idea who's gonna win this fight. If I were Protoss, my first instinct would be run. But let's see, getting a full surround. Okay, first instinct was right. Gonna select the Mothership Core. Yes, he is. He's gonna get focused on by the Hydras before he can retreat. Yes, Hydras do go down. Oh, Mothership Core takes the Hydras down, or the other way around, and blinking away for their dear lives other Stalkers. But Lynx deciding not to pursue, showing a little bit of Zerg compassion there. One drone trying to build its hatchery all the way in the Protoss side of the base. Which is, everyone has their dreams, right? Alright, Warp isn't getting chased away by this corrupt arena. 7 more Hydras on the way. He needs to move. He needs to move all of these to Broodlord and then move across map and kill. That's my bad Russian impersonation. I've been seeing a lot of White Raw recently. And oh boy, you make expound and then defend it. He is a great guy. Oh boy, I just offended so many of my demographic, and 2.6 of my female demographic, so to that one lonely lady out there, just know that I am as single as a Pringle. Let's see, let me find a good euphemism this game to get myself out. I am as single as this spawning pool. Oh god, that is pitiful for me. Oh goodness, self-shame, shame, humiliation, depreciation. Oh well, at least I have Starcraft. Alright, moving across the map are the lurkers. Link's moving away over, gonna do some counterattacks, and finally an adept blocking this wall off. Yep, definitely moving up some more adepts to stop this counterattack, so, you know, Link's probably not gonna get too much damage on him, maybe pick off his ad core and then push in. But lurker's now on the way with no response for Copa. And everything here just is designed to kill stalkers. Broodlords raining down fire. Lurker spinning the way over, and that is it. GG, Dreams MasterNoodle is victorious, and Copa has left the game and has been defeated. Oh goodness. Does anyone else need Gatorade? I need a Gatorade. That game was action-packed. It was so back and forth. It was Game of Thrones for one side, and then Game of Thrones for the other side, and then one side eventually won out, and that side turned out to be the Zerg side. What it all came down to was, let's see, he had 2 bases candy running to the 3 bases of Zerg. I think it was more of a tech issue, honestly, more than anything, because Lurkers and Broodlords require very specialized responses in the forms of Archons, Immortals, and Tempests, and after losing all those Archons in his first push, he had no ability to push out. And from there, MasterNoodle wisely teched up 2 Greater Spire, and Copa was a little bit too hesitant about moving out, and eventually that caused him a slow and painful death. But coulda, woulda, shoulda is the story of StarCraft, and that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for watching today's cast. You have been watching Mr. 789. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if you are so inclined. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more daily Lex to the Void content. And folks, remember, the internet can always use more heroes.